fabulous auctioneer. Gateway Community Foundation is very lucky to have him and have his talents as their vice president of the board, former finance committee chair, and this evening's event chair. Please join me in welcoming Tom Griggs to the podium.
Welcome, everyone. We've arranged to give everyone 3 honorary college credits for joining us this evening, which makes you all official emissaries for us in the community. John, thank you for all you do personally for Gateway students and also in your role at the Annie E. Casey Foundation. I'd like to start by giving my heartfelt congratulations to each of the honorees. It seems like just yesterday that I stood before you at the Schubert Theater accepting our Hall of Fame Alumni Award, and now just like everyone who meets Dr. Kendrick and engages with Gateway students, I've signed on to help as much as I can. As Vice Chair of the Gateway Community College Foundation, I accepted the offer to chair this year's event because I believe in the value of a community college education and how each dollar extends the education of students who attend Gateway. The mission of the foundation is to support the students, faculty, and staff of Gateway. As Lindy always says, we're very lucky to have so many talented board members committed to helping in our efforts. And I'd like to ask each of the foundation board members to stand and be recognized. As many of you know, the Hall of Fame event is our major scholarship fundraiser, and this year, due to your extraordinary generosity, we've raised more than $40,000 beyond last year, approximately $125,000. Let me translate what that means. Last year, we gave out 145 scholarships totaling over $100,000. You can imagine how many more students will be served by your incredible gifts. But any of you who have served on scholarship committees know that there are always more students in need that we can reach. And that at the end of the day, we always wish we had more to distribute. So here I must give specific thanks to the following. Carter, we're glad you've joined the Gateway family. Thank you for being our honorary chair and for the financial commitment of Winstanley Enterprises. Your leadership of this event and your commitment to improving the economic landscape of this community is admirable. Paul McCraven. Paul McCraven, we once again give you so much thanks for our partnership with First Niagara. And they underwrite one of our favorite events. It's the Donor Scholar Lunch in the spring. For many of you that attend know that it's an opportunity for us to spend time with the recipients of the scholarships. Thank you, Paul. John, again, thank you for your variety of funding that the Annie E. Casey Foundation does with Gateway Community College. And tonight, particularly for the scholarships that will come from that generous gift. And also, I'd like to publicly thank you and your wife, Frances, for your personal gift. At the President's sponsor level, we have some very dear old friends and some new friends this year. Please join me in thanking the following corporate supporters: the United Illuminating Company, Yale New Haven Hospital, Wells Fargo, AT&T, Yale University, Walmart, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. At our Dean's level sponsor, we thank Dimeo Construction, Chamber Insurance Trust, Steve and Sally Glick, Robinson and Cole, Spacecraft Manufacturing, and our good friend John Soto. Our first year with our alumni sponsorship, a big thanks to Alexian and Diversified Project Management. At the director's level sponsorship, which provides a laptop computer as a scholarship. We thank the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven, the Connecticut Economic Research Center, and New Alliance Foundation. An event like tonight doesn't happen without the efforts of many people. This year we had a terrific committee. We had many new supporters join us this year, and their names are in the program book. Please give them a round of applause. I'd like to specifically support Mimi Lyons and Martha Fernode for co-chairing the silent auction, for Chris Reardon for chairing this year's ad book, and two special people behind this event, Mary Ellen Cody and Sue Swirsky, for all of their efforts. And now, I've been given the wonderful task of introducing our next speaker. The average age of the Gateway student is just about 28 years old, and we happen to be 60% female, 40% male. And our next speaker is far from the average student. She's earned numerous scholarships from the foundation and has an exceptional academic record. Please join me in welcoming Deborah Batista from that fabulous town of North Haven.
Good evening. Please stay for dessert. Don't anybody leave. You have to hear my speech. I am so thrilled to be here, and I'm so grateful that you're here as well. But this is not about me. As I sit here and I listen to all of you, despite my prepared speech, I've come to realize that this is really about you. But I'm going to bore you with my story. Life evolves. It shifts for all of us. In order to survive, we all must be willing to adapt. Gone are the days of stay-at-home moms, single-income families, two-parent households. Not to mention the loss of the luxury of simply concentrating on going to school and getting good grades. Today's students have to juggle so many more obstacles as compared to 20 or 30 years ago. The students of 2012 often must fill the additional roles of parent, employee, caregiver, and breadwinner. I'm sure that you'll all agree, life does present its challenges. Yet for some of us, we still have hope, and we long for that American dream. When I was in high school, this is about me, some years ago, I was informed by my, shall I say, not very well-informed guidance counselor that I was not college material. In fact, I didn't even take my SATs. Having been raised to respect my elders, of course, I believed her. I was the youngest of four, the child of a single mother, and I didn't even dream of asking her to send me to school because I knew it would break her heart to say no. I moved out from my family's one-bedroom apartment in order to sort of help ease the financial burden because I ate more than my brothers. And I became a part-time nanny for the roof over my head. And I began to work at a skilled nursing facility with Alzheimer's patients because, frankly, that was the only place I could get on the city bus with only having to stop once at the Green. And if you've never been an athlete and you've tried to chase down a bus, you'll understand. I really enjoyed my work with the elderly, I truly did. But with time, I started to feel this persistent tug. And you know when you work with the elderly, they have great stories and they share and they rub your cheeks and they love you and they tell you you're a good kid and you're so smart and you start to believe them.